finished my pediatric training and opened up an office in Lakeside and looked for an Episcopal church. And I found not far from my Lakeside office was St. Thomas. And there I ran into some Beckley people from my hometown, like Joe Durrett and his wife. And in fact, Joe's mother was one of our Sunday school teachers. So we were a very close family. We went to the same school, went to the same church. And then medically, Dr. Ann and John Board I went to school with Ann Board. And of course, John knew him as a professor. And Dr. Laurie Rennie was a professor. So I had a lot of friends to start with. And from there on, I started going to the church. So I felt my ministry, although I was a regular attendant and I helped out with coffee hour, that I would try to write checks, and I had learned to tithe 10% somehow through the Baptists. And so I always just felt it was right to give 10%. So over the years, I gave 10%, and I was able to give that until I retired. So some person once said that the easiest way to avoid Christian responsibility is to write a check, but I hope I didn't do that more. That came naturally. My father and mother in the Middle East, hospitality, and we just grew up with that. We were as poor as you could be, I guess, during the Depression, but Mom and people would come into our home, want something to eat, and they would sit at the table with us. My father, but I marveled at people that worked so hard, like, Kate Parthemus and Steve Hennessy. They're always right there. And what's her name? Margaret Woody. She could do anything and everything. Then Tim Ray, he loves yard work. And so I just feel obligated to do all that I can. And if I'm asked to do something, I'll do it. I'm a good follower, and I'm so grateful to have Herbert with us. You don't know this, but his father and I were pediatricians together. We took night calls in the days when there was one doctor in a practice. And I got to know him. The reward that I see is these wonderful children's sermons and all those children hanging around in there. And then Katie Cosby is doing a great job with everyone. So I'm gonna do what I can at 90 years old.